Am I really that much? And breaking these niggas down like a camel. You know.
Hey guys, this video is going to be a little emotional and a little out, and it's an adult video because I actually am smoking some nice stuff, so this is for adults only. I've been missing in action for a while. I had a lot of little health issues going on. I had to go to a cardiac because my heart was palpitating, so had to get that under control. And then it's just been a lot going on. So my most recent thing, first, let's talk about the heart thing. So my heart kept palpitating at night for some reason. And yes, I am a smoker, not of cigarettes though. So a lot of people are going to be shocked when they see this video, but don't be too shocked. Excuse me. I'm not promoting it. This is what I do for my body, for pain that I get in my stomach and in my back. It just keeps me mellow until God removes it from my life. So, excuse my nails. I am missing one, but that's okay. I'll explain all that too. So, that is the first thing. So I had to do a whole bunch of doctor's appointments. I had to keep going in for different tests. I had to wear a heart monitor, and everything's fine now. My blood pressure was like, when I say had skyrocketed, it had skyrocketed to like 200 over almost 100. It was just way too high. So I had to get all of that under control. I am healthy, thank God that He's always with me, no matter what. So I did get that under control. Two, I am starting my weight management, so that, my daughter has a lot of allergies, so we've been changing our eating habits. So I think that was part of the cause of everything that was going crazy in my body, because I had cut out a lot of the stuff that I usually do eat and I don't eat anymore. Like, I don't eat a lot of potato chips, I don't eat a lot of rice, I don't eat a lot of bread, I barely eat meat. So we had to change from wheat products to chickpea products and stuff with no GMO, and I think my body went into complete shock. So that's why everything was going out of whack. And then, so that happened, and I had started working out. I had started juicing, and it was just my body. It was way too much for my body to handle at that time. So I had to slow down. But I still am eating better. I still don't eat a lot of meat. I still don't eat a lot of rice. I don't eat a lot of pasta, because what I noticed when I eat those foods is it makes me put on weight. So I kind of stay shy of those and eat alternative things. Like, I'll eat pasta, but it won't be the wheat pasta. It'll be like the chickpea pasta. And then I don't eat that much. I eat very little. So that's that with my health. And then I will be starting my weight management shots. And the reason I'm doing this is because everybody in my family is a little bit overweight. So I'm going to start it and see how it goes. I know some people that have done it already, but I want my mom to be healthy. She can barely move around, she can barely walk, but that's okay. And then my brother is a little heavy, my sister-in-law, they've been working on their weight. So I wanted to try it out to see how it would work out. So my first initial shot is going to be probably Monday or Tuesday. And I will video record that and let you know how the progress goes. But here is one thing that I really want to know. I am in my late 40s, not like late 40s, but my late 40s. And I had something happen to me that I would have never thought would happen to me. And it was a little emotional and hard. I don't know if anybody else has gone through it. I know people do go through it, but nobody talks about it. So I'm going to talk about it. So I want to say that I had a miscarriage about a week or so ago. And I didn't even know I was pregnant, first of all. I had no idea. None at all. Because I had already started, I was getting ready to start these shots. So I had already started working out. I was taking supplements. I was taking pre-workouts. I was like pushing my body. So I had no idea. So when it happened, I was like, what's going on? The worst feeling of my life. Sometimes you know about them, sometimes you don't. This one, I would not put on anybody. My body is still going through some of the reactions and the shock and everything till this day. This happened a couple weeks ago. So, but nobody talks about it. So I had no idea. The bleeding that you do, the clots that come out are worse than having a cycle. Then once it passed, my body went into shock where I could not control my body. It was shaking so bad. Like I had to be under a weighted blanket just so that my nerves and everything would settle down. That was day 3. The 4th day, I was still in the bed. I could not get up. I couldn't walk. I was weak. But I had refused to go to the emergency room, which was probably stupid. I did call them and get advice, and they told me what to do and everything. So I did do that. But I probably should take my butt to the doctor. But I hate going to the emergency room. I hate it with a passion. Because it's not like you can get in there and get out. You'll be there for 4 and 5 hours. I think that's ridiculously way too long to be seen. Then everybody tells you, oh, you should get in an ambulance. I don't want to pull up in an ambulance. And then for them to walk me to the front and tell me that I still have to wait 2 to 3 hours. But it was an emotional thing. I had never really, when you have some, but this one was like, had no clue, no idea, nothing. I'm okay now. I mean, I'm still going through the after effects, but I'm okay. But how many of us has actually had one and didn't ever talk about it? I can talk about it. It still hurts just a little bit, but not as bad as it did when it happened. But then I had nobody to blame. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't that I knew, because if I knew, I wouldn't have been doing all the stuff that I was doing. When I say I was putting my body through it because I was getting ready to do these shots, I was putting my body through it. Like I came down like 8 pounds because I was like putting my body through it. Just because I wanted to make sure that I ate healthy. I wasn't eating all the junk food. I was working out two times a day, and I was walking. You've seen my videos. I walked this hill, and we were doing that 3-4 times a week. Just pulling that hill up and down. And then working out on top of that for 45 minutes in the morning and 45 minutes in the evening. I was putting my body through it. So my body went into shock. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay. But we need to talk about these stuff, ladies. It was traumatic for me. And I did it by my daughter was here, but I really did it by myself. Like it happened at wee hours in the morning, body cramping, normal thing. But no. And then I started paying attention to what was coming out, and I was like, okay, that doesn't look normal. So I called. And then to find out that you could still bleed up to 6 weeks. Like, I really had a baby. 6 weeks. I said, wow. So, that's what happened in my life in the last, I've been MIA for a while. But, let's talk about it. How many of us have actually gone through it and never said anything and never talked about it? Just kind of brushed it under the rug and just like, okay, yeah, it did happen. Acknowledge it happened. But we need to talk about it, ladies. Some of us go through it by ourselves. Well, that's all for me. I will talk to you guys later.
I really did know you.